First of all, Rory, this show is absolutely hilarious. I love Chicago Party Ant. I'm from LA and I love it. I think it's brilliant. And you do a fantastic job in it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How familiar were you with Chris's Chicago Party Ants parody Twitter account before?
Yeah, I didn't know about the Twitter account before, but I'm from Cleveland. I'm from the Midwest, and I have tons of family in Chicago. And when I told them that I was going to be Chicago Party Ant's nephew in an animated series, they lost their minds. They were so excited. And I see why. I mean, going back and reading all of the tweets that Chicago Party Ant, that Twitter handle put out, is just so funny and is, it's just so Chicago. And I love that people rallied around something that was, celebrating and also poking fun at the city they love most.
Now, everybody has a party ant, or at least knows a party ant. Can you, do you have any party ants that would fit into Diane?
I don't think I could say that any of my ants rise to the level of Diane because I want to speak to them again.
Right.
But I have so many ants. I was raised in a Midwest family and we rely on extended family. And I just had basically a pack of ants who took care of me, who I love dearly, who worked very hard, 9-to-5 jobs, and then knew how to relax and party on the weekends at the local Irish pub. You better believe it.
Absolutely. Now, Daniel decides to take a gap year and spend his time with his Aunt Diane. It's a relationship we don't often see as a nephew and an aunt on screen a lot. But tell me a little bit about about their relationship in the show.
They have such a great relationship. They're really best friends. And to have an aunt and a nephew under the same roof, dealing with dating and all of that it makes for a lot of hysterical situations, but they're really good for each other because Diane doesn't care what anybody thinks. She's totally fearless. She's wild. She's crazy. She's up for anything. And Daniel is 18 and he's smart, bright, and sweet, but he's also needs to break out of his shell. And he is just a little shy and scared of the world, as we all are at 18. And he decides, like you said, not to go to college, to go to Stanford and to take a gap year and stay at home and learn real life lessons from his professor, Aunt Diane.
Absolutely. Now, your parents in this show are Mark and Bonnie. Can you talk to me about their relationship with Daniel?
Yeah.
And Diane, I guess.
Yeah, no, they are very straight-laced. That Bonnie, played by the amazing Jill Talley, is, wants her son to do everything perfectly, get into Stanford and do everything by the book. As so many parents are like that, want the best for their kids and have the best intentions. But there was a lot of pressure being put on Daniel. And at one point he says, I was so busy trying to do what everybody else wants that I never asked if this is what I wanted. And Diane is someone who doesn't think that way, who's probably waking up every morning and just saying, how can we make today the most awesome? What can I do to celebrate, myself, to celebrate the city of Chicago, and to party, And so he is probably drawn to Diane because his parents are so strict, and probably his entire life, Aunt Diane was the one who was sneaking him candy or other things and showing him what, how much fun life can be.
I love the relationship between Diane and Daniel. I think it's great. And Lauren Ash does such a great job of voicing the character of Diane. What does she bring to the role of Diane that isn't necessarily on the page?
Lauren is such a good actress. She's obviously hilarious and knows how to be funny in every situation, but she's a great actress. And she also just brought so much heart to this role because, she's a tough broad, Diane, but she has so much joy and so much positivity. It's hard to bring her down. No matter what it comes her way, she can find a positive light. And I think that's kind of tricky. If you read it on the page, you can just be like, cussing or negative. And she is like, it may have some colorful language, but she might as well be, reading the script of The Wizard of Oz. Like, she's just so joyful and happy.
Now, one thing that I hope doesn't go overlooked in this show is it has actually a ton of heart. Diane is actually a really good person. And can you talk to me about the heart that Diane has in the show?
I so agree. I think this entire show has a lot of heart. It's obviously a love story between an aunt and a nephew, and also between a woman and her city.
Right.
She loves where she comes from. And so people from Chicago are going to love this show for that reason. But also, if you love your hometown, if you love your sports team, you will love this show, because this is about a woman who is dedicated to the people around her and her community. And she has a lot of hilarious ways of showing that, and is so hysterical. But truthfully, at the end of the day, she is just a woman full of joy for all the people around her.
Absolutely. Now, look, Rory, you're amazing as Daniel as well. What did you want to bring to that character that wasn't on the page?
I love the character of Daniel, and I was so happy to get to play him. Really, what I wanted to bring is, especially as a gay man, to play a gay character is so important. I'm so thrilled that they put me in this role, and to show that he has a lot of worries and anxieties that aren't necessarily just about being gay, that are about the world, just like any other kid, whether you're gay or straight or wherever you're from. Becoming an adult is really hard. And I was so excited to get to play this character that, sure, yes, he was gay, but that's not necessarily the storyline of coming out. His family completely accepts him. And that episode happened, that one day that'll be a flashback to when he told his family. But from the get-go, he is loved and accepted by his family. And I think that's just such a great place to start telling a story about a gay character.
Couldn't agree with you more on that. Could not agree with you more on that. Diane has so many famous quotes in this. Turn lemon into Mike's hard lemonade. Test positive, or stay positive, but test negative. What are some of your favorite Diane quotes?
I mean, the best quote of Diane's is definitely, when life gives you lemons, turn that into Mike's hard lemonade, because that is what the show is. It's familiar, it's wise, and it's also gritty, and is telling you exactly the kind of person we're talking about, someone who likes Mike's hard lemonade. And I think it's, you're right. She's so wise. It's nonstop wisdom. It's a street wisdom that you don't know, but it is really about being joyful, and finding happiness no matter what's being thrown at you.
Absolutely. And the last question I have for you, Rory, is if you can choose any famous Chicagoan to appear on the show that hasn't already, who are you bringing in?
Oprah.
Oh, great answer. Great
Oprah,
answer.
We're ready.
I've heard Barack Obama. I've heard Bill Murray. I've heard Michael Jordan. So.
Oh yeah, but I'm here for Oprah. I know that she wasn't born in Chicago, but obviously, like, Chicago is her city. And that was really one of the reasons that I, growing up in Cleveland, I saw her show in Chicago, and it was like, it's the capital of the Midwest. And I think that Daniel could definitely get some different advice from Oprah. So maybe she'll make a cameo at some point.
Hopefully someday. Look, Rory, you're amazing in this show, and I absolutely love Chicago Party. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.